People say the backrooms are empty. They're wrong. But first, like, subscribe and comment down below. There's no timestamp on this tape. I don't know when this was recorded, or by who. All I know is what's on it. It just appeared. The label was blank. I probably shouldn't have played it, but curiosity is a hard thing to fight. It starts with static, that familiar hiss and snow of a well-worn VHS tape. Then, an image slowly resolves. It's a hallway. The first thing you notice is the color, a sickly, monotonous yellow. It's on the walls, a peeling, water-stained wallpaper that seems to sweat under the light. The pattern, if there ever was one, has long since faded into a uniform, jaundiced hue. It's the kind of yellow that feels like a headache looks, and it's everywhere. The camera, whoever is holding it, is moving slowly, almost hesitantly. The movement is unsteady, a slight tremor in the hand holding it. It's not the polished glide of a professional. It feels real, like someone is genuinely walking, trying to be quiet, trying to understand where they are. The floor is a dark, indeterminate carpet. It's damp. You can almost feel the squelch underfoot just by looking at it. Stains bloom across its surface like dark, forgotten islands. Years of spilled coffee, tracked in mud, or something else entirely. You try not to think about what else. Overhead, the ceiling is low, uncomfortably so. It presses down, lined with acoustic tiles that are yellowed and sagging. Some are missing, leaving dark, square voids that stare down like empty eyes. And the lights are the worst. Long, rectangular fluorescent fixtures hum with a constant, maddening buzz. It's a sound that drills into your skull. Some of the bulbs flicker erratically, casting the hallway in a strobe of sickly light and deep shadow, making the silence feel even louder. Every flicker feels like a glitch in reality. The camera pans slowly from side to side. The hallway stretches on, seemingly forever. There are doorways, dozens of them, lining both sides. Standard, cheap wooden doors with tarnished brass doorknobs. They're all closed. No numbers, no names, no clue as to what's behind them. Just an endless, repeating pattern of door, wall, door, wall. It's a place built without purpose, or for a purpose you can't possibly comprehend. A corporate labyrinth designed by a machine. Whoever is filming, they don't speak. The only sounds are the hum of the lights, the faint shuffling of their own feet on the damp carpet, and the soft worry of the camera's internal mechanism. The silence is profound. It's an empty, waiting silence. The lack of any human presence is the most unsettling part. No distant chatter, no phones ringing, no footsteps other than your own. It's an office, clearly, but it's an office that has been abandoned for an eternity, or maybe it was never occupied at all. It just is. The camera continues forward. The hallway turns. You hold your breath, hoping for a change, an exit, anything. But the turn only reveals more of the same. More yellow wallpaper, more stained carpet, more buzzing lights. The layout makes no sense. It's a non-Euclidean nightmare. Left turn, right turn, it doesn't matter. The scenery never changes. It just repeats, ad nauseum. It's a perfect, suffocating loop. At one point, the camera stops and zooms in on a detail on the wall. A dark, hand-shaped smudge next to a doorframe. It's unsettlingly clear. It looks like someone dragged their hand down the wall, leaving a grimy trail. Or maybe they were trying to hold on to something, trying not to be pulled away. The person filming lingers on it for a few seconds too long before slowly pulling back and continuing on. They don't try the doorknob. Maybe they're afraid of what they'll find, or maybe they're afraid of what might find them. The air looks thick, hazy with dust motes dancing in the fluorescent glare. You can almost smell it through the screen. The scent of old paper, dampness, and something else, something faintly sweet and organic, like mildewed carpet and ozone. The atmosphere is heavy, oppressive. It feels like the pressure is building, like the very walls are closing in. Every shadow seems to dance at the edge of your vision. You start seeing things in the grainy artifacts of the tape, faces in the wallpaper, figures in the darkness. Further down, another corridor branches off, and another. It's a maze, a sprawling, infinite complex of identical hallways. There are no windows, no connection to the outside world, no day, no night, just the constant, unwavering hum of the lights. Time seems to lose all meaning here. Has it been minutes? Hours? The tape counter in the corner of the screen is a corrupted mess of flickering numbers, providing no answers. The person filming stops again. They point the camera down one of the intersecting hallways. It's darker down this one. The lights are further apart, and many are dead. The darkness at the end of it is absolute. It's not just an absence of light, it feels like a physical presence. A solid, consuming black. A low-frequency rumble seems to emanate from that direction. A sound that you feel in your chest more than you hear with your ears. It's a deep, gut-wrenching vibration that makes the camera tremble slightly. For a long moment, the camera stays pointed into that darkness. It's a choice. Turn back into the familiar, maddening yellow, or venture into the unknown black. The silence stretches. The hum of the lights feels like a scream. Then, a new sound cuts through the static. It's faint, distant, a soft, wet, scraping noise. It's rhythmic, and it's getting closer. The camera operator seems to freeze. The slight tremor in their hand becomes more pronounced. They slowly pan back to the main better-lit hallway, as if trying to pretend they didn't hear it. But the sound is undeniable now. Scraping, dragging, from somewhere deep within the maze. It's not the sound of a person walking. It's something else. Something heavy being pulled across the damp carpet. The operator starts moving faster now. Not running, but walking with a desperate, hurried pace. The camera swings wildly, the image blurring. Panic is setting in. They glance back over their shoulder. The hallway behind them is empty, but the sound is louder. It echoes strangely in the narrow space, seeming to come from all directions at once. They take a turn, then another, moving randomly, blindly. Every hallway is the same, dead end, the same trap. There is no escape. The scraping sound is right behind them now. It's a wet, tearing sound. The camera whips around. For a split second, a shape is visible at the far end of the hall, just at the edge of the flickering light. It's large and dark and misshapen. It doesn't look human. It moves in a lurching, unnatural way. The operator lets out a choked, muffled sound. The first human noise on the entire tape. It's a sound of pure terror. They break into a full sprint. The camera bounces violently. The world dissolving into a blur of yellow walls and strobing lights. The scraping is right behind them, loud and wet and hungry. The frantic breathing of the person running is all you can hear now, ragged and desperate. They stumble. The camera falls, hitting the ground with a thud. The lens is pointed up at the ceiling, capturing the flickering fluorescent lights in a dizzying, chaotic dance. You can hear the operator scrambling on the carpet. The scraping sound stops. There's a moment of absolute deafening silence. Then, a low, guttural breathing fills the audio. It's wet and raspy, and it's right next to the camera's microphone. A shadow falls over the lens, blocking out the light. A long, drawn-out, wet, tearing sound follows. Then, a sickening crunch. The camera shakes one last time. The image distorts, consumed by lines of tracking static. The audio cuts out into a piercing tone. Then, blackness. The tape ends. It just cuts to static, leaving you alone in the silence of your own room, with the hum of your own lights, wondering if every empty corridor you ever walk down again will be just a little bit more yellow. If you hear the hum, don't stop watching. Episode 2 is coming. Follow for more.